Hey, shalom, shalom. This is Moth Mayasha Allah Bonaparium. This is Moth, son of Israel, son of Ephraim. Before I get started, I'd like to give all praises and honors to my power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rukakadash. Shalom to the Akim, Agwath, and Abaya that may tune into this video. That is peace to the brothers, sisters, and children that may tune into this video. And today we're going into prophecy, going into World War III. Most people don't know that World War III is prophecy and is an important part to the returning of the Lord. And not only is it an important part, we are also on the brink of World War III. So we are very close to getting out of here. This is an article. It's from May 3rd, so it's relatively it's from today. Yeah, let's get into it. World on brink of hybrid World War III, which will lead radioactive Europe. Russia's war in Ukraine may spread into a hybrid World War III situation would leave Europe suffering from radioactive materials and potential war with NATO nations. It will lead us in World War III. We will be in World War III. The world may be on the brink of a hybrid World War III, and should Russia be successful in its hard invasion of Ukraine. That's all I'm really going to bring out for that right there. So we better hop into the precepts. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9, and it reads, "But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by." So these things must happen for us to get out of here. Now, when it says the end is not by and by, it's the end of Esau's world, the beginning of our world. So the end of the world is Esau's end of the world, and Jacob's beginning of the next. This right here will usher us into the next world where we are ruling and ruling our righteous body again, following under Yahweh Yahushua. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 4, and it reads, "The noise of a multitude in the mountains." Mountains normally go into like governments. It goes into governments. That's what it signifies in the Bible. "Like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together, and Ha'adon Yahweh host mustered the host of the battle." The Most High right now is gathering the nations. He's getting the nations, and they come together, and they're about to come have war. That's why we have the BRIC alliance that was just created within, I think it was like last year when it was created. While all these things are starting to happen, and people are teaming up, and we're getting ready to go to war. So, book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 8, and it reads, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Ha'adon Yahweh, to the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations." Again, going into the fact that the Lord is gathering the nations, bring them together, "that I may assemble the kingdoms and pour upon them mine indignation." Indignation means righteous hatred. He's about to pour his righteous hatred on them, about to put that judgment on them. Who's going to force them to put that spirit to go to war and clash heads? "Even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with with the fire of my jealousy." The Lord's getting ready to destroy the world, man. It's like the water Yahweh, the water Yahushua. Like, man, we're very close, man. All we're waiting for the MOTB, man. And that right there is around the corner. We're in the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 1, and it reads, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Egypt. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria." No, Babylon is the great Babylon. No, that is a so-called America, and then also America is spiritually Egypt as well. But also going into the fact that Egypt got destroyed. First Egypt got destroyed as well. "Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand." He's telling these nations like, yo, they're gonna be gnashing of the teeth. They're gonna be sad because their time is up, man. They're about to be destroyed. "A sword," is normally destruction. "A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?" Man, this is going to happen. They can't do nothing. They do is going to change what's going to happen. The Lord's the precept said his word will not come back to him void. What he said will happen. They have no power to turn it back. But let's jump down to 18. This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 16, verse 18, and it reads, "The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death." Great mournings, people going to be in anguish, going to be mourning. All these, going to be a lot of deaths. At the beginning of famine, people going to be out here not being able to eat, dying of starvation, no food. It's also going to be a famine of this word as well, and great death. It's going to be a lot of death. People going to be dying all over the place. It says 10,000 will die at your right hand, but will not come near nigh. A lot of people will be dying. The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Man, it's about to be we're going to a very a tumultuous time, a very troubling time. You know, Jacob's trouble will definitely be hitting its peak soon. I'm not gonna say slack. I ain't gonna say definitely because I don't know, but seeing what's going on has to be around the corner. Let's go to 34. It's a book of Second Esdras, chapter 16, verse 34, and it reads, "And the wars shall the bridegrooms be destroyed, and the husbands shall perish of famine." People are just going to be dying. Everyone's going to be dying. And if you are here obtaining to these philosophies of Babylon and not turning back to the word and following the commandments of Yahweh Yahushai, you're going to die. You're going to die. A very grievous death. Go to the book of Revelation, chapter 8, verse 13, and it reads, "And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, 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 destruction, 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 to the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels, which are yet to sound." There's going to be destruction on this earth, and people are going to be dying. They're going to be dying. There's going to be a massive destruction. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 12, and it reads, "One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter." We have World War I, World War II. We got one more, World War III, and that is prophecy. It's going to happen, and we're on the brink of it. It's around the corner. Believe it or not. Keep sleeping. You're gonna wake up in a pool of fire, man. It's getting very, very close. So again, woe no means destruction, but this right here is going into the world wars, Lakia. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14, and it reads, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." That third world war is coming quickly, man. And also, it's not gonna be like any typical world war where like they have the war and there's like, okay, well we had the last two wars and we were able to rebuild. No, these world wars are gonna be by thermonuclear missiles, man. You can't come back from that. You're gonna be nuking all over the place. And I want to give you some precepts to break that down for you. So we go to Habakkuk 3:11. "The sun and moon stood still in the habitation. At the light of thine arrows they went, and the shining of thy glittering spear." Going into the glittering spear, that's talking about the missiles, man. Because you know they're seeing these the prophets are from thousands years ago, and they're seeing the visions now. They think of it as a glittering spear, or the one precept going into the explosion, they compared it to a squirrel. Man, it's about to get bad for people, man. If they don't come back to this word. Let's go to Nahum 3. It's the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 3, and it reads, "The horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear." Again, going into that glittering spear, there's a multitude of slain. There's going to be a lot of people dying, man. And it said it's going to be such a fervent heat that your eyes are going to melt in your skull, man. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad for these people, man. "The horseman lifted up both and bright sword and glittering spear, and there's a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses," going into how a lot of people are going to be dead and dying. "And there are none in of the corpses, they stumble upon their corpses." It's going to be people dead left or right. Everyone's going to be dying, man. Let's go back. All right, let's go back here real quick. And let's go to 16th verse. And no matter what, they can't change this, man. What's going to happen is going to happen. This book is 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 16, and it reads, like an arrow which was shot of a mighty archer. Again, the arrow is going into the missile. It's going into the missile. The mighty archer returneth not backward. You can't, man, you can't. They're going to shoot that missile. They're going to hit that big red button, and they're not. Those missiles not going to come back. It's not going to turn back and go back to them. No, it's going to hit. It's going to hit their target. Even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. It's going to come back and destroy the earth. It's going to come back and destroy Babylon the Great. It's going to come back, destroy that. It's going to be time for us to come back in our righteous steed and rule the world under Yahweh while Yahweh Shah. The end is off though. I gotta go to one of my favorite precepts. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but the blood of him that shed it. And this is why this is all going to happen. It's all going to happen because the Lord says it's going to happen, but this is why it's all going to happen. All this blood that Esau shed on our land, it's not even his land, our land, man, it's the only way to repay him back. He got to get murked, just like he's going into slavery. And now his turn to drink his own cup with the dregs of it. It's his turn now. And this is why we're gonna have the World War III is gonna be the war to end all wars. And this is why. By Adam Ratazah, this was able to give you some peace, and it was edifying. Let's give all praises to Yahweh by Yahweh Shah. Slaki. I'll give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah by Hashem Kadash. I was doing my other little little break now. But shalom to the Akim Wath and the Bayan that made tune in this video. That is peace to the brothers, sisters, and children that have been tuning in this video. Shalom.